Hello, everyone. How are you guys today? Awesome. Great. Well, we just finished out our first half of conference play against Bradley and Loyola on the road. First, traveling to Loyola to play a really good athletic team that's right in the mix at the top half of the league. It was a really close game, back and forth the entire night. Ended up coming down to the very last possessions, tie ball game, about 13 seconds to go. A shooter for Loyola hits a 26-footer off of a baseline out of bounds play to send them up, and we had an opportunity for the last shot, but didn't quite get the look that we wanted, and unfortunately we weren't able to pull it out. So it was a pretty good shooting night for a couple of our girls, but again, a very uncharacteristic night for our team overall. We usually average about 11 turnovers, and we finished that night with about 15. So that was pretty tough. And then usually we're pretty good at managing our fouls. And that night particularly, we didn't do a good job of that. We had 18 fouls and put them at the line about 17 times. So everybody knows that it's pretty hard to get in a rhythm when you do those things on the road, especially when that's not your identity. So nonetheless, we knew that we had another game coming up, and we had to let that one go and switch our focus to Bradley, a hungry team in the league, a team that we knew was going to come out with a lot of fire, and they did that. And it was a little bit of a struggle offensively for us. It took us a while to get into rhythm. We went into halftime with a 1-point lead and had to make quite a few adjustments, and we did that. We found a little more pace with our offense, and defensively we started to mix it up quite a bit more and try to disrupt more, and ended up being able to pull out the win. So on the opposite side of quite the contrary from Loyola, we actually struggled from the three-point line. I think we went just 4 of 22 that night, but where we really got it done was inside. We had 30 points in the paint, 47% from 2 overall, and then the things that I thought that mattered the most were we had 18 offensive rebounds, only 9 turnovers, and they only shot 6 free throws. So when you're struggling on the road to shoot, those things keep you in the game, and we were pretty proud of our girls, the way they pulled together and rallied out a win to kind of put us still right where we want to be at 7-2 to finish out. So great weekend. Any questions?
Sitting at the midpoint of conference play, how do you feel about not only the way this team has been, but also just looking at the race? That's a pretty tight-knit group at the top of the standings and should be getting into some big games the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, it is. The league is shaping out to be pretty fun. You've got 3 teams right now, I think, that are tied for first, and the other 2 are just a game behind. So I think it's going to come down to the very last moment in this league. We're really excited about where we are, but obviously our first place tie and that sort of thing is not quite our focus. We're just focused on one game at a time. Like we said, we know it's going to mix up a lot, so we've just got to take it one opponent at a time and continue to get better every day. And we talk about controlling our own destiny, and so we're going to try to continue to do that. And we're looking forward to the month of February.
For Friday's game, it also has a free admission deal if you go to the men's basketball game. And fans are actually going to get a chance to see the Panther women there because of the GPA recognition at halftime. Talk a little bit about just how great the students this team is.
Yes, we are super proud of our girls. You guys know this already, but they don't just get it done on the court. They get it done off. They were very focused in the classroom this semester. I think it ended up being about a 3.66. Which is tremendous for even a non-athlete, but for females that have this type of load academically and athletically, we couldn't be more proud of them. So please everybody come out and help congratulate our girls for the awesome job they did in the classroom. And then if you get the chance to come out this weekend, we're taking on Wichita State and Missouri State, and those should be 2 pretty good games too.
With Missouri State coming in Friday night, a team you beat by 5 at their place, what's the rematch look like? What type of game you looking for?
They're playing really well right now, and it's always been a nail biter. The last couple games have been good ones against them at their place, and so we know that they're going to come in with a lot of intensity. They dropped a tough one at home against us, and we just got to be ready to take care of home court. It's going to be a battle. They're playing really well. We feel like we're playing pretty well, and so we're just excited about the matchup.
what are some things in that game that you were successful at that you got to be able to do again on Friday night?
We were pretty good in transition. They have a pretty strong guard off the bounce, and I thought we did a pretty good job of containing her in transition the last go around. Some of their shooters, they have a couple of really good shooters that are going to be key for us to defend this time around too. So just looking to kind of keep that up. Anyone else? Awesome. Thank you so much, guys.